And today on Bennett's Reviews and How-Tos, we're going to be installing this beautiful ceiling fan. I call it a ceiling fan slash chandelier because look at the globe on this thing. It's got these nice little clear crystals all the way around. You have a wood grain finish on one side of the blades. You have a silver finish on the other. You can choose which one you like. It's all chrome fan all the way up to the ceiling, and just a very, very nice light fixture. It does come with a remote control. The remote control has fan controls on one side, light controls on the other. You can set a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, or 8 hour timer, and you have low, medium, and high on the fan and a stop button. You also get a balancing kit to help you balance these blades if you need to. I'll just turn the fan on just so you can see it working. You get a nice little wall mountable holder for your remote control, and it comes with all the wire nuts and hardware that you need to install it, even an extension pole if you have a taller ceiling and you want the fan to sit a little bit lower. So a very nice, classy ceiling fan. If this is something that you're interested in, if you keep watching this video, I'm actually going to show you step by step how to install this fan to get it up and going in your living space. So let's get to it. We're going to go ahead, we're going to open this up, we're going to put it together real quick so you can see how simple and easy it is to put this together, and let's get it done. If you've watched the video to this point, you like the way it looks, you want to see how easy it is to install, so let's do it. Alright, you have a manual, you have an extension pole, you have the little ceiling mount, you have the bracket for the ceiling, you have the beauty cover, you have some nice chrome fan blade mounts, some more beauty type covers, mounting hardware. Oh, a mystery box. We love mystery boxes. What's in here? The actual controller for the fan, for the remote control, which comes with batteries and hardware. We'll set all that to the side. And whoa, man, this is awesome. Check out this globe here. This actually surprised me. It's a little bit larger and way more spectacular than what I imagined. Check that out. How cool is that? Now we have the actual fan motor itself. There you go, just like this. And we have the blades. And you can choose between silver or wood finish. I'm going to be choosing the wood finish. And that's it for the contents of the box. The way this usually goes is you mount your blades to the brackets and install the brackets onto the hub. Then you would put all that up and then you would install your light kit. This one may be different. We're going to see how it goes. But here are the blades. That's the silver side, wood side. We're just going to follow this step by step so we don't make any mistakes whatsoever. So the first step is, we call this the suspender. We're going to be mounting this suspender, and we're going to need the beauty cover. All right, so the way this is going to work is, let me find it. You have this little conical piece right here. You're going to slide that, the wires through that, because that's going to act as your cover, just like this. But what you also have to do is, you have the suspender. This is the part that hangs from the ceiling, and you have the cover for it. So you got to slide the suspender through this cover, and then you got to take these wires and slide them through the suspender, just like that. Now with the suspender up, you got this little pin. We're going to pull this pin out of the suspender, and we're going to take the little conical cover and we're going to go up over the suspender. So you have the suspender, the little cone, and the cover. And then we're going to pull these wires and we're going to settle this all the way down into the ceiling fan. And you got these little set screws on the side. Make sure that they're loose enough to get the suspender in. So then we'll bring the suspender down and we're going to line the suspender up. I don't know if you can see or not, but you got little holes in the fan. And you're going to take the pin, and the pin's going to slide through the fan and through the suspender, just like so. And then we're going to put the little keeper for the pin back through the pin. So now you have the fan, the suspender, you have the pin with the keeper. This cover drops down over that, just like that. And you have the suspender and the suspender cover. And this is all your wires that are going to go up into your ceiling. Okay, so the next step is we're going to put the mounting bracket up, and then we're going to wire the fan up and hang it. So let's take our eyes up. Okay, so we have our mounting bracket up, and that just goes on the box in the ceiling where your old bracket came out from. And if you're not comfortable installing this and doing some light electrical work, hire a handyman, hire an electrician, get some help. But if you want to do it yourself, follow the instructions and you should be able to do so. But just don't put yourself in a situation that you're not comfortable in. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna pull these wires to the side, and you got the little ball right here on the suspender, and we're just gonna hook that in right here. Just like that. You have a green wire coming off the bracket, and you have a bare copper wire coming out of the ceiling, and you also have a green wire coming from the fan. So that's 2 greens and a copper. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna join these 2 greens together, because we're grounding the bracket and the fan at the same time. We're going to connect them to the bare copper wire. So you want the 2 greens connected to the bare copper line. Okay, so now that we have the ground hooked up, we're going to take the remote control, which has a black wire and a white wire, and we're just simply going to coordinate white on white and black on black to connect the remote control box. Just like that. Now what we have to do, coming from below the fan, you have a black, a blue, and a white. And coming out of the control, you have a black, a blue, and a white. So all we're doing is color matching here. So we're gonna connect the white to the white. We'll put a wire nut on that. Then we'll go blue with a blue. We'll put a wire nut on that one. And then we'll take the black one and the black one. Just like so. So I went ahead and did it. I put electrical tape on all the connections on the wire nut and the wire just to secure it while we're tucking everything in to make sure a wire nut doesn't fall off, because you don't want any excitement when you turn that switch or turn that breaker back on. Okay, so as you can see, we have our remote control now. It's slid in the top up here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of tuck these wires in a little bit. We're gonna get them all under this little cover, and then we're gonna push the screws out through the cover. And the screws are already pre-installed. We're just gonna take let's get a Phillips screwdriver. If you got a little short one, it would be better. I'm just gonna pull this to the side a little bit. We're gonna secure this cover right here. There you go, we got our cover against the ceiling. So now the electrical work is done, except for the actual globe itself. So we're gonna go ahead and do that next. Okay, so I went ahead and took the glass chandelier off, so this would just be easier to hold. And you have the 3 little screws in here. We're just going to unscrew those by hand. Then you can see sticking out the bottom, you got a blue and a white. And in the light fixture itself, you have a white and a black. Well, these have connectors on them already, so they just snap together, and you can't snap them the wrong way. So the white will go into the white one, and then the black one will go into the blue one. And that's all there is to wiring up the light fixture. And so you'll just kind of get a little creative and tuck these wires up in there, and then align your screw holes from your light fixture to your fan. You just put the 3 screws back in that you just took out. Just like that. The blades are next. Okay, and the way that you assemble the blades, since I want the wood side down, you have the 3 holes, and you have 3 pegs on the blade holder, and you just simply slide the blade over the blade holes, and then you're going to have a little Phillips screw and a rubber washer in your hardware pack, and you're just going to install them to hold the blades in, and it's going to be 3 per blade, and it's going to be 5 all together, so it's going to be 15 bolts and 15 washers. You'll have 3 in each one. I'm going to go ahead and put all those in, and then we'll continue. Okay, so we got all 5 of our blades with the mounting brackets finished. And what we're going to do now is we got to attach it to the bottom here. And so you have to pull out these screws. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole fan install. I'm going to do my best to get this to where you can see it. But you have a ring of screws in here, and you're just going to basically take your fan blade with your screw, pull 2 screws out, put a blade up, put 2 screws back in, all the way around until you run out of blades. You want to make sure that these are on nice, snug, just like that. And you just put all 5 on. And look at that! We got 5 blades in. All we need now are light bulbs and the globe, and we're done. How cool is that? Let's get some light bulbs. Okay, so as you can see, the install is complete. We have this fabulous globe. We have this beautiful fan in place. Also comes with a balancing kit. So if it starts to wobble too much, they include this balancing kit so you can balance your blades. And what they give you is like this clip that you can put on, and you can adjust the clip until the blades stop wobbling. And once they stop, then you use one of these little weights here and you stick it on the top of the blade to take that wobble out. And in case you were wondering, it does have an extension pole. Like if you had a taller ceiling You could extend it down even further, but I have short ceiling, so I didn't need it. So let's try the light in 3, 2, 1. And look at that beauty right there. It just gives a wonderful glow, puts a beautiful pattern on the ceiling. But I have some vintage like type lights, so it gives that nice warm glow because that's what I want. But look at the pattern on the ceiling. How beautiful is that? And now we're gonna put the fan on low, and I'm doing this all by remote. Just like that. Let's try medium. Okay, so that's on medium. We can go to high. And you can tell like right out the box that this fan's really balanced. But overall, a super nice light, not super hard to install. If you've installed ceiling fans before, you're not gonna have an issue with this one whatsoever. And it's just a very classy, nice look. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.